Hello, my strangelings. Welcome to tonight's video. This is part 2 of the Enfield voices, but before we get into that, my cousin Sai, her name's Sarah, but we all call her Sai, sometimes both. But anyways, Monday when I went to check my mail, she sent me some tarot cards. Well, she texted me telling me that she found some tarot cards, thought of me. But look, they come in this nifty little bag. My first deck didn't even have a bag. It was like your basic tarot cards. These ones are apparently called Dark Forest. But look at how awesome these cards look. I can't wait to do them someday. But anyways, for a little recap from last week, from Sunday's video of the Enfield voices, and Lorraine, they were in a car accident and kind of like had a vision of it when they were in Amityville, well, working on the Amityville case, and how, and then into details of how dangerous their work is and how hazardous it is. So now let's continue. An exorcist goes through an elaborate preparation before confronting the demonic. Is there anything special the Warrens do to guarantee their own safety? Before we go forward with a serious case, answers Lorraine, we take a number of precautions. First, we thoroughly assess the people we are dealing with. We won't put our lives in jeopardy for someone who's going to turn around again and bring the same spirit a week later. So we start by looking for sincerity and need on the part of the person or family who's called on us. After that, we examine our own motives and consciences. Are we the right people to take on this case? Could someone else, perhaps the clergy, do a better job right from the beginning? However, we never once back out of a case because it's too difficult or dangerous. Now, if we decide to go ahead with an investigation, then we take additional precautions, she goes on. We're Catholic, and I'll usually spend an afternoon or longer in church praying for our safety and effectiveness. I use a rosary. Those of us in this work are aware of the very real power of the rosary. If it's a bad case, we'll have a number of priests praying for us, and many times we'll also have a mass said. Some might think this strange, but from experience, we know there is no other way. It takes more than good intentions to be effective in this work. Let's not mince words. We're not dealing with an idea or a concept or an illusion. We're dealing with the real physical manifestation of the devil in one way, in one of his many powerful forms. As for what protects us, Lorraine concludes, that is something else entirely. We finally do go into a home where these negative spirits are at work. We wear special blessed holy medals, and we carry a relic of saint against demonic forces. These spiritual positive items carry a lot of metaphysical weight, but we never really go into a home. Many go in with us in spirit. Beyond that, we find we do have the help of positive spirits in particularly difficult cases. As a clairvoyant, I am also able to communicate with spirit guides who give us both protection and guidance. Ultimately, Ed owes his safety to St. Michael, whose presence is sometimes shown to us in positive symbolic signs. In short, you don't get to do this work and stay alive all. The at all. The same time without help from above. And I mean sometimes physical help from above. There are occasions where total mayhem is occurring inside the house when Edna is about to go in. Then an impeccable force will either surround the house or two strong hands will push Ed back to prevent him from going in. We know the presence is of positive, perhaps even angelic nature because the smell of perfume or fresh flowers is projected at the very same time. So you see, we don't just stroll into some hell house and challenge the devil or his legion. Instead, if we're successful in our work, it's based on our knowledge of the supernatural along with the prayers, concern, and guidance of all those who support us. If we didn't take these precautions or approach our work only out of curiosity, then there's no two ways about it. We would be dead by now. With with that, Ed picks up the discussion. He's just returned from England the day before. His trip to the United Kingdom was to visit a family whose home inhumane spirits phenomena have been occurring with an increased regularity over the past 3 years. It was Ed's third visit to Enfield in the last year alone. This time, the purpose of his visit was to gather evidence of the phenomena occurring in the house, which could be used as proof for the need to exercise the premise. This Enfield case makes Enemyville look like a playhouse, says Ed. I mean that truly. The Lutzes were able to move out after 28 days of terror. This is a case where the people can't move out for economic reasons and have put up with the disturbance for 3 years. Those who are being victimized, as the London press has exhaustively reported, are a divorced 55-year-old woman and her 3 children who live together in a government-supported council house in North London suburbs of Enfield. In the family, there are 2 girls aged 15 and 12 at this time, and a boy of 8. The phenomena first erupted in August 1977. The case began in 1976 when the 2 girls drew inhumane entities into the house after playing with, you guessed it, a Ouija board. The girls had no sinister purpose in using it. They simply had nothing else to do and were playing with the board as a game. Unfortunately for them, London is a spiritually active place. As a result, the girls made contact with a demonic spirit that did its thing and wrangled permission out of the girls to enter the house. A few weeks later, the spirit infested their home, but it didn't come alone. It brought 6 buddies along. Those 6 spirits are present in the home right now as I am speaking. When the spirits were first drawn in, the usual run of infestation phenomena erupt: knocking, rapping, scratching, pounding, and so forth. As time went on, the phenomena upgrade. Objects materialized, people levitated, especially the girls, and a number of black forms manifest and floated around the house at night. After the mother reported the problem to the local police constabulary, the police investigate the complaint, but to no avail. In no time, sorry, I still have my cough, so sorry. In no time at all, However, the press got wind of the case reports that psychic researchers descended on the brick row house in between 1977 and 1978. They had not only put the family in the public eye, they thoroughly documented the reality of the phenomena occurring there. Then they went away without anyone once telling these people how they could get rid of the disturbance. In fact, it seemed no one even knew what was happening. The case had been dubbed as a so-called poltergeist attack and was left at that. And with that, I'm going to stop for tonight, and then we'll continue on tomorrow night. So till then, bye my strangelings, and I'll see you guys next time.